Hey everybody, Double Zero here. So today I thought we would start a little video series, a little base building video series, to kind of get things started with my first official Astroneer 1.0 video. And yeah, I think we're gonna build something off-world. As you can see, I have actually beaten the game, as indicated by the galactic color scheme here I have on the Terran suit. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make a little 2 or 3 episode base building series. It's probably gonna end up being very similar to like Z1 Gaming's videos. Um, I don't really know where else I can take this. So yeah, it's probably going to end up being very similar to his. He's actually a big inspiration of mine as far as streaming and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, most of my videos were recorded on the fly. Most of my the 60-day challenge videos, they were recorded on the fly. Some of them I had an idea going in, but as far as the actual like episode structure, video structure, I really didn't have anything going in, any kind of ideas. This time around, I actually kind of have this video series planned out, though I'm pretty certain there's bound to be plenty of tangents here or there. But yeah, I want to make a dedicated base structure. There's no need for one. There's no storms that I need to hide from. As far as playing the game's objectives, you don't need one. But yeah, I just want to make one for fun, and I want to make it somewhere other than Silva. We are on Silva currently. This is your starting planet, and this is all the equipment, but I'm not going to take any of it with me. I might take like some of my batteries. I might take some of my solar stuff, some of the you know, by comparison, some of the more consumable items, I might take that. But I think I'm going to start from scratch as far as uh, bringing equipment. So I'm going to be manufacturing new equipment and that stuff like that. Um, but so I am in the Flatlanders. I am a member of Zelly's Flatlander group, and but obviously at the moment there is no true flat in 1.0, and that has been covered and is being covered by plenty of other people. So I won't get into it. But in lieu of true flat, obviously I'm going to have to go old school and make like an igloo style base, but I'm going to do that literally. Uh, this will be a sculptural building style, and I'm going to make an effort to try to make it like smooth round surfaces. And yeah, I'm going to make an igloo base. And so obviously the best choice for that is going to be on Aatrox. Yes. Yeah, I just thought I'd do something weird and fun, and something not expected. So yeah, we're gonna build an igloo here on Aatrox, and I might pick a different site. I don't know. This is a site that I had visited earlier. Um, I don't remember why. I don't think this was my... Okay, so I think this was my site for going to the center, for going to the core. Um, so I might pick a different site. We'll see. I'm not there yet. We'll have some terrain modifying to do because I want to have a flat-ish foundation to build from. But I do really like Aatrox. I don't know what it is. It's very bleak, which is not something I'm normally attracted to, but I like the weird plants. I like the colors that are here. I like this like cool dark gray and the lime green. I think that's a neat combination. But yeah, it's going to be an igloo. So I want it to be a fully operational base. I want it outfitted with all of the equipment. I want it to be like this level of equipment, and I want it to be, you know, basically like you could do anything you wanted there. And but I don't need to bring everything in one trip. I can make most of it there. There might be stuff where, I'll probably need to trade for some certain materials to make certain pieces of equipment. Like, I think the atmospheric condenser... Let's see, what does that take? Atmospheric condenser takes... Yeah, plastic and glass. Obviously, I need to... I'll need to use the chemistry lab for that, and I'm not going to be able to find all of the raw materials for everything on Aatrox, so there will be plenty of trading. And this stuff... This stuff, I was trying out that battery glitch, and I didn't care to make any more than that, but I had fun making that. So this is it's gonna end up taking multiple trips. I'm probably gonna end up making an entire scrap trip at one point. But to get started, I need to figure out my most needed equipment first. And because there's gonna be some stuff that I need to bring initially that I can leave there as sort of my foundational set of equipment. And I was thinking about this, and I definitely need a large platform B, which it's these guys, which I maintain is the most versatile of the platforms. So I need to make at least one of those. I need a soil centrifuge, an RTG, at least one. Having played Astroneer for a long time now, I know this has come standard on the Habs, so I'm used to that kind of power level starting out. But we may bring more later on, just depending on our power consumption. I need an oxygenator, and I need a beacon, because if I'm going to start at a different location, I'm going to need to remember where to land. And because this will be a fully operational base, it will have a landing pad, but that's not going to be among the first things I bring. So I need that beacon to sort of act as that landing pad. So let's get started making some stuff to bring, and I'm going to need some resin to get that large platform. And then what do I need for the soil centrifuge? That's an early item. I need 2 compound and 1 aluminum. I have 1 aluminum. I don't think I have any compound, so let's go find some compound real quick. Okay, and we're back. So I just ended up using the soil centrifuge to make some compound. It seems I've mined all the available compound nearby, and I am without any kind of rovers aside from that thing. But yeah, I went ahead and made the large platform B. So let's make that soil centrifuge. And So the RTGs, I have plenty of those. I have one unpacked, and I have several already packed from when I was doing the core unlocks, the big purple unlocks. So I have several. I have medium battery. I do have a couple things. I do have a Wheezy Weed seed. Let's go plant this real quick. Okay, soil centrifuge is done. I do have a small unplanned garden over here. Alrighty, so we're good on RTGs. And I need to make an oxygenator. And an oxygenator is 1 aluminum and 1 ceramic. So let's go ahead and make that ceramic. And I already have a beacon, which is just 1 quartz. So we're good there. So let's see. I'm going to pack this one, though I may end up using one of these packed RTGs. I've got some tethers over here. This has sort of been my away mission storage, and we'll go ahead and drop. I'm using the hydrazine thruster, but I like to carry a spare solid fuel thruster with me anywhere I go, just in case I have been absent-minded and forgot to fuel up. Just it gives me 1 trip back here. So we need, I got the large platform, B, soil centrifuge, RTG. I'm working on the oxygenator. Let's see, what was that? Was it 1 ceramic or 2 ceramic? 1 ceramic. So I will have the oxygenator momentarily and a beacon, and that will be my list of the most needed equipment first. But it looks like we have plenty of available space. The oxygenator will go right here. So I think that's good to go. I actually haven't done any drill stuff with the rover, believe it or not. I ended up completing the game and not having done any of the drill stuff, even though I was really excited about it. I'm just so used to using the terrain modifier for literally everything. So we may play around with that later on. So there's the oxygenator. Another thing that I need, which according to my little outline that I have here, was a small printer and a medium printer, which I can make the medium printer with the small printer. Medium printer is just 2 compound. Did I seriously get rid of all the compound? Let's look at the launch pad. I think that's a big item, I think. Or is it? No, it's a tier 3 item. 1 aluminum, 2 ceramic. Let's go ahead and make that. I thought it was going to be one of the gigantic ones where I'd have to replace this platform with just the landing pad, but if it ends up being one of these guys, we'll throw it on there and we might be able to bring a lot more with us than previously anticipated. Alrighty, and we're back. So I've gone ahead and loaded up a couple other medium storages. In addition to having already brought 3 medium storages with me, that'll be 3 I don't have to make. I'm bringing some copper That will allow me to make some work lights and some extenders. I don't have any extenders going on this base, but generally speaking, whenever I do any sort of actual base building with structures and everything, extenders become very useful. Got my beacon there. I've got some extra hydrazine to refuel whenever these run out. And I've got my small printer, medium printer. I've got another medium battery. You can never have too many medium batteries. And I have just finished printing up a tractor and a trailer to bring with me. I didn't realize I was going to have this much space. I honestly thought that the landing platform was going to take up this entire large storage, the space it takes, so I didn't realize I was going to be bringing this much stuff. And of course, I do actually already have an oxygenator, but that stays on the ship. That, to me, that's a permanent fixture on the ship. So it's always good to have another one. And I think that's everything that I need to bring. I will bring some more canisters with me. I do have 2 zincs with me because I will need to make some terrain analyzers. Wherever they are. Terrain analyzer. I'm going to make 2. We're going to end up going to Glacio at some point to collect our colors. I don't think I'm going to do that at first. I kind of want to drop everything off. I'm just excited to get all this stuff kind of set up first. So that is ready. We might end up making multiple trips. Like I said, we may come back for this scrap. But we can get those later. I can bring some, but I kind of want to just go with this stuff and see what else I need to do, because the bulk of it I can do with the soil centrifuge, at least in making the smelting furnace and maybe the chemistry lab. Maybe, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Storage can be made on Atrox with more storage, rather, can be made with resin from the soil centrifuge. Now we need to find out if Atrox has malachite. I tend to use a lot of copper in my base builds. I know I'm bringing 4, but I'm just curious to see what it has. Resources, primary, none. Secondary, none. That's awesome. I want to say there is stuff there. It's probably just not in any sort of density to ping on at least the secondary resource category. We do have 4 gases there. I want to say there's 6 gases. Hydrogen's not there. Let's see, helium, hydrogen, nothing, nitrogen, sulfur, argon. Argon and helium are the only ones that are not there. So yeah, I guess the only thing left to do now is to actually go there. So, and just so I don't accidentally manage to get those on my terrain modifier. Deciding on whether or not I want to bring either of these. We'll bring the medium generator. Here we go. Alrighty, we're here. I decided I ended up landing at 2 previous landing sites, and I decided against that. Oh, nice. I decided against that just because there was already kind of a little bit of pre-existing infrastructure. So I wanted sort of a fresh site to work with. And I'm just going to go with this. There were some areas at previous landing sites where it was just fields of this stuff, and I would have preferred that, but let's just go with it. At least we have these, have one of these big flower things here. That's pretty neat. And we got some of these shooter types of plants to work around. Nope. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's unpack this guy. Let's get an RTG going. And the oxygenator. So now we have an oxygen source and a power source. And let's get this soil centrifuge going. So it looks like we have a fair amount of wreckage to work with. These things are usually good for medium storage. Yep, it looks like there's some gases on there too. Of course, there's that platform with a medium and a small wind turbine. This planet is not terribly good for... I don't think it's good for either solar or wind. I know it's not good for solar because it's entirely shrouded in clouds. Choked atmosphere, low sun, low wind. But, you know, it won't hurt to tie that stuff in to the base later on. I want to say... yeah, there's a platform over here. Got a small battery. Awesome. Man, there's lots of platforms around here. Awesome. Whoa! That has been really the only recurring glitch that I've encountered. I know lots of people are dealing with like frame rate drops, stuff like that. And I do have frame rate drops from time to time. Power cells, 2 power cells, another medium wind turbine. Nice. I do encounter some frame rate drops from time to time, but those generally don't bother me. At least not enough for me to complain about. Whoa! Whoa! Nice! Yeah, part of the reason why I wanted to choose this planet is because it's extra dangerous. But that was pretty neat. I didn't know that they could actually affect your equipment. Good to know. I may end up clearing some of this stuff out. Oh, there it is. Let's go see if we can get this thing to fall. Nope. Well, we can do that. We might start the base over here. We'll see. Once we get the landing platform going, that will determine where the ship lands. And actually, we can land at a beacon, so wherever we start, we need to drop that beacon. I think that's what we'll do. There's going to end up being a lot of terrain modifying here, just because there's this swirling berm to deal with, and I want to have a flat foundation. You know what? I think this is good enough. So what we'll do is we'll come back to this thing. We'll go dumpster diving later. But for now, I want to at least get a flat surface, a flat-ish surface going. I know obviously there's no true flat yet. It's coming. Possibly, maybe, hopefully. Okay, that is going to be good for me. So this surface here will be my foundation. And I don't know exactly how big I want to make this thing, but I want to make it sufficiently large to hold all of the equipment. This is a full base that we're making. And I want to make this as igloo shaped as possible. I am literally talking about an igloo. Like hemispherical, like geodesic dome kind of shape with like a half pipe opening doorway to it. I didn't realize I was going to be bringing this, so this sort of negates the need for the beacon, but I don't know where I'm going to put this yet. The plan is to just have the igloo, and straight out from the opening have a little pathway that leads directly to the launch pad. So I need to figure out where the igloo's going to be, where the opening's going to be before I put the launch pad. Alrighty, so now we have our printing platform. And we'll go ahead and drop our batteries on there. Get those charging up so we can make things work faster. Alrighty. I don't think I need the trailer or the tractor. I don't think I need that stuff yet. So while we have some daylight, let's take survey of this land that we smoothed. So it's fairly roundish already. Yeah, I think this will be a good size. So what I need to do, I'm not terribly concerned about it being perfectly circular, but I want it to be as circular as I can get it. And I don't need that. Don't want that. Oh, one thing that I really wanted to see. I don't know if anyone has tried it. Plenty of people have tried to do the true flat thing, and of course it doesn't work. However, There is a true flat, part of the true flat building method is embedding stuff. And so ordinarily, you'd have your true flat surface, you'd have your platform, and if you raise the terrain by 1 block, and then grab that top polygon and smooth it out, it will blend, it will phase through the platforms, and you'll basically be able to embed things, and obviously that didn't work. So it doesn't look like I'll be able to embed this stuff. Yeah, it's... Yeah, so even though it was locked down to the terrain. So if you notice this little red piston on the platform leg, once you connect it, those things go down, and that means it's locked. And I can't click on the platform to move it. So back with Terrain 1.0, when you were able to do the true flat stuff, you know, taking this top surface, assuming this were a perfectly flat surface, taking that top polygon, you could smooth it, and it would, oh, it would do that. There we go. So it would do that. So it looks like we can still embed stuff. It's just kind of finicky. And obviously I'm not going to be able to do it too perfectly. But if I were to overshoot it like this, I could refine it. And I haven't thought that perfectly all the way through yet. How exactly I'm going to use it. It may just end up looking best just to have these things sitting out. This is an igloo after all. It is rough and tumble kind of frontier housing. So, okay, let's figure out where the center-ish of this area is. Probably somewhere right here. And it looks like that's as far as I'm able to reach. So let's do one of these. Oh. Nope. I've never been terribly good at this sort of camera lock terrain modifying, but we'll go around and fix any bumps in it. This is going to look very, very rough starting out, but I am treating it like a sculpture. Nope. That's very interesting. It actually blew up the terrain there. That's super cool. And I realize now I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to deal with those. Oh. So yeah, this is going to end up looking very rough starting out. But like I said, I'm going to treat it like a sculpture. And so as I get more of this surface worked out, it's going to get smoother and smoother and smoother. And the other part, the other reason why I want to make this, like I obviously I really want true flat back. that added such tremendous value to the game. And there's still plenty that I have to learn about true flat. And so obviously I want it back, but I am seeing this. I do want to sort of challenge myself with making a new base in this sculptural manner, and then really focus on honing in on the smooth surface, that kind of thing, making a nice, presentable base in this sculptural style. I want to challenge myself with that. And so the survival aspect of it, making all the equipment, that's less of the point for this base and just more of sort of the standard that I'm setting. I want it to be a fully operational base. So I want to see sort of how far I can push this igloo idea without true flat. Because the part, as fun as true flat is, once you know how to do it, you sort of like it. Once you know how to do it, it is easy. Things snap into place. It sort of automatically starts working for you. And so it's just a matter of your creativity. And so I think this will be a little bit more of a challenge because I am sort of fighting against Terrain 2.0 here. Or learning to work with it in a precise manner. Because nothing snaps. There's no like automatic assist from the game here. Okay, so there's my perimeter. And now I want to find where the front will be. Though I do kind of like the idea of the launch pad coming out this way, which would be due west. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's mark our entrance right here. And so we'll move this guy. And what I want to do is I want to continue this surface out. And I want to have a platform over here for the launch pad to sit on. No. Okay, let's see how big that is compared to this. I forget how this works, if the ramp is in here or here. I think it might be this way. Yep. Okay. I do want it pointing directly at the opening, which it looks like the opening needs to be expanded just a little bit. And we'll go ahead and expand this out. Alrighty, there is the landing pad. Okay, so I think, let's see. Let's go ahead and add that. And that. We may end up adding another doorway later on, but as typical of an igloo as I am intending to make, it will have the one entrance for now. And I think that's going to go ahead and wrap things up for this first episode. We got everything we need, I think. We may have more stuff. We'll figure that out later. But we got everything we need, at least up front. We can go ahead and start making the igloo. We got landing platform out here. Got the RTG, got the oxygenator, got the soul centrifuge, got some batteries, got my printers. Yeah, things are coming along. So I think that'll, like I said, that'll wrap things up for this episode. Yeah, we might go ahead and make the, at least get the main structure sort of started. I kind of want to wait until the entire dome is made before I start smoothing things out, but we'll see. Anyways, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys later.